Hello everyone, this is Ibrahim Yunus and you are watching Time with Your Life Coach, a place to be to create the life you desire, a place to be to change yourself and change your life. And today our topic is a topic I'm very passionate about. It's about the psychology of the rich and the psychology of the poor. And when I say poor, I'm not talking of somebody who is suffering wretched, no. I'm just talking about somebody, yes, you can afford feeding, you can take care of certain things, but you still have some needs or pleasures or some desires, some projects you want to contribute, but just that you don't have much money to do that. So when I talk of poor, that is what I mean. Not like somebody is suffering, no, that's not what I mean. I'm talking of the youth who are still trying to make it, who are going through certain challenges. So if you are somebody who are still facing financial problems, this video is for you. It's very important. Last week I was reading a book on finance, and there were certain statements the man stated, and I was touched by it and I want to share them with you. The first thing he said is that when it comes to finance, money, you need to understand that money is not emotional. That money is not emotional. Your children need your emotions. Money don't need your emotions. Our problem is that we are emotional when it comes to money, but we are hard on our children. We are hard on our boyfriends. We are hard on our wife. We are hard on people. People need your emotion. Money don't need your emotion. Money is not emotional. It's very important. The second thing he said also is that now you don't need to please everyone at your own expense. If you have money and somebody comes to ask you, give it to him. But if you don't have, say you don't have. You don't need to please anybody at your own expense. Maybe the what you have is less, it won't reach you. Don't force yourself to be. Is that your responsibility? If you have, you help. If you don't have, why should you put yourself in suffering? You don't need to please anybody at your own expense. In fact, respect people, don't worship people. You cannot change something you worship. Let me say it again. You cannot change something you worship. If you worship your wife, she will control you for the rest of your life. If you worship your husband, he will give you hell. You don't need to worship anything. You have to worship God. You cannot change something you worship. You can only change something you respect. So respect your wife, respect your husband, respect your marriage, respect your friends, respect your boss, but don't worship your boss. Because if you respect something, when the thing goes wrong, you can contribute, you can speak. But if you worship something, you cannot, and it's only God that deserves to be worshipped. So the man said that the second thing we need to understand about finance is that you don't need to please everyone at your own expense. You don't need to please anybody. You have to please God. Respect people, don't please people. Respect people, don't please people. The third thing he said that really hits me was that true rich people, people who are truly rich, most of the guys I find in our community, they are only broke and they're trying to look rich. You know, there's a difference between being rich and looking rich. I've seen somebody suffering with so much financial issues, and he's trying to prove to people he's rich. When you are rich, you don't need to prove to me you are rich. I will know you are rich. Be rich before you try to look rich. So he said that truly rich people, wealthy people, they live below their means. That they live below their means. And people who are suffering, the youth who don't have, who are still going through a lot, they are trying to live above their means. Please, if you are still suffering, I want you to know that your condition is not going to remain like that. Things changes. Things will change. Anything that is taking money from you, that is giving you help, please remove it. When you become rich, you can add it. Don't think your condition will remain like that. It will change. And when it changes, you can add anything. But try to live within your means, below your means. That is what true rich people do. not above their means. I've seen a lot of people who are trying to buy a certain shirt, a certain car, a certain house, trying to chase a certain woman, trying to go where you cannot afford, but you are pushing yourself. You become tormented. Tormented means somebody who is not in his original position. There are 4 stages in life: survival, security, success, and significance. You need to survive before you can live. Right now you are at the survival stage. Don't try to impress anybody. Don't try to live above your means. Only buy things you can afford. It's very important. Live below your means. So the other point he said is that the truly rich people, they let common sense, patience, self-control dictate their desire rather than attractiveness of something. In fact, this hurt me. I remembered there was something like that I truly wanted. There was this office chair I wanted. I chased this office chair so much. Finally I have it. It's there. I don't even use it. I remember when I needed a camera, I struggled a lot. I went and bought that camera. It's there. I'm not using it. There were so many things I bought with my money. I couldn't sleep. I struggled and bought them. And the other day I'm not using it. So the man, they said that the rich, they let common sense, patience, self-control dictate their desire rather than attractiveness of something. Look, don't let attractiveness of anything control what you do. He said that we should remember when you wanted what you currently have. Remember when you wanted what you currently have. So that thing you are chasing, oh, if I get it, I'll be happy. I'll be happy when I get it. I'll be happy when I get her. I'll be happy when I get him. I'll be happy when I get this bag. I'll be happy when I get this phone. I'll be happy when I get this. The problem is that when you get it, after a few months, you want something different again. You want something. So it never ends. Let me tell you, happiness doesn't come from what you want. That if I'll be happy when I get this, I'll be happy as soon as this thing, I'll be happy when this, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. But this is what happens. Happiness doesn't come from what you want. Happiness comes from what you have. Again, happiness doesn't come from what you want. Happiness comes from what you have. If you cannot find happiness with what you have, you cannot find happiness when you get that thing you want. And that is the problem I have with most Ghanaians. We are not happy with what we have. We are only happy with what we want. For instance, when we wanted JJ Rollins, we were happy. After we have him, we were not happy. When we wanted Kufuor, we were very happy. When we have him, we were not happy. When we wanted Atamos, we were very, very happy. When we have him, we were not happy. When we wanted John Dramani Mama, we were very, very happy. Oh, Pushy, what and what? He's an ordinary what? We were not happy when we have him. When we wanted Nana Akufo-Addo, we were very happy. Now that we have him, we are not happy. We are not happy with what we have. And the hardest person to please is the person who is not happy with what he has. In fact, if you want to date a man or a woman, one thing to observe is, are they happy with what they have? If they are not, they will not be happy when they get you. You see them struggling, you want it. Look, when they have you, they will not be happy because that is their nature. Fall in love with people who are happy with what they have, who find joy with what they have. It's very important. Now, another point the book stated that really touched me is that apart from they let common sense, patience, self-control to dictate their desire rather than attractiveness or something, he went further to say that they would rather live without that thing than buy that thing on credit. And that is one of my problems. That was one of my. I used to buy things on credit, and I see a lot of people, they also buying things on credit. They would rather, the truly rich people would rather live without that thing than buy that thing on credit. They only buy things they can easily afford. So I put it into my character. Now things I can easily afford, and my life become peaceful. You see, when you are in debt, when you are passing and you see that person, you dodge that person. You start. Debt is not good. It affects your self-esteem. There are certain places I used not to pass just because I was in debt. But after I was able to settle all those debts, I'm able to move there. So don't try to buy things you cannot afford, because you buy them on credit, and when you are in debt, interest work against you. But when you are not, interest work for you. So it's very important. So you have to also learn how to live without that thing than buy that thing on credit. The second thing is that they are resourceful. They use what they have to meet their needs, not what their neighbors have. I know a lot of people who they are not willing to use what they have to meet their needs. They are not happy with what they have to meet their needs. They would rather go and beg people to use their. It's a very bad attitude. You cannot be truly successful with that kind of attitude. It's very important. The other thing is that they do not spend their first earning on flamboyant lifestyle. Only the poor and the proud do that in their attempt to appear rich and affluent. What the rich do in business is that when they make income from their business, they push it back into the business. In fact, according to Peter Drucker, one of the management gurus, he said that the first year to 4 years of your business, don't even think of profit. That any money you get, push it back into the business. That is why many business fail within 3 years, because they eat the money. See your business as a baby you are taking care of. The baby is separate from you. You need water, you pick from the business. You need food, you take from the business. Your wife comes, you pick from the business. No. You cannot do business with them. You have to separate your business income from your own needs. Know that the business is like a human being, it's like a baby you need to take care of. It's very important. So what the rich do is that they do not spend their first earning on flamboyant lifestyle. But what the poor do is that when they start the business and they start making money, guess what? They start buying the flashy things, they start buying big things, they start doing this, they start flash before they realize the business is collapsed. So don't do that. It's really attitude, it's very important. The other thing is that the goal is to be rich, not to look rich. I've been stretching on this. Are you rich or you are trying to look rich? When you are rich, you can look rich. When you are not rich and you are trying to look rich, you become hypocrite. People will know. People just know this guy is broke. He's only trying to prove to people. That is also not the best. Now, who is truly a rich person? A man who put aside his every need or desire that presents itself and does not rush out to exhaust his money has power and control over money. What you really need is power and control over money. If you have money in your pocket and there's something you desire, can you control your emotions from buying that thing? In fact, I'll teach parents how I encourage parents, try this on your children. When your child gets money unexpected and the child wants something to buy, let the child learn to delay buying that thing for a day. Tell the child, okay, I want you to keep this money till next day, then you buy what you need. Can your child do that? Most of us, when we get money, it's as if we have electric shock. No. You always be a slave. It's either you control money or money control you. So I advise you to always be in charge of money, control it. On this note, I've come to the end of my session. What the book advised me or we the youth to do is that you don't need to please everyone at your own expense. Money is not emotions. The rich live below their means. Everything they own, they can easily afford. Make sure that you only buy things you can easily afford. List the number of things you want. Those you can afford, take them. Those you cannot, cancel them next month. Don't force yourself to buy things that will put you in debt, suffering. You can't concentrate. Don't do that. When you are in debt, you can't think well. Your creativity losing. So it's very important. They let common sense, patience, self-control dictate their desire rather than attractiveness of that thing. Don't let attractiveness of anything to disrupt your plan. Attractiveness, there are so many things that make you that was attractive. You went and had them. Now they are just there. They are like garbage in your room. They are just there. You are not using them. So that thing you are chasing, don't think it will make you happy. No. Happiness comes, you generate happiness. You don't get happiness from those things. They would rather live without that thing than buy that thing on credit. They would rather live without that thing than buy that thing on credit. Most guys who are very broke cannot do that. When they want something, although they don't have, they'll go and beg, they'll go and borrow, they'll go and enter places to afford something they cannot easily afford. This thing, you are selling your future. You are wasting your condition. Don't do that. They are also resourceful. They use what they have to meet their needs, not what their neighbors have. Don't always have interest in what others have. I know a lot of people, they only focus on what they don't have. They don't look at what they have, no. They are only interested in what they don't have. You live a very, very sad life if you are that kind of person. When you need something, look around. What are the things you have? Be resourceful. Make good use of the things you have, the people you have, the friends you have, the mother you have, the father you have, the children you have, the girlfriend you have, the boyfriend you have. What you have, make good use of it. It's very important. They do not spend their first earning on flamboyant lifestyle. Only the poor and proud do that in their attempt to appear rich and affluent. If you truly want to be successful in life, you need to learn how to delay gratification. In fact, there was a research that was made, we call it marshmallow research. They brought two children and they told them they would give them marshmallow, let's say toffee, they would give them toffee. And they said if they can wait for 1 hour or for the next day, they will give the person 2 toffee. But if you cannot wait, you take 1. And 60% of the children went and picked the one they would take and just consume that day. Only few waited for the next day and they picked 2. And when they look at their life, they realize those who want quick money, who want immediate gratification, they have a lot of divorce, they become poor, they lose so many things. But those who are able to wait, they have better marriages, financially independent. So I want you to learn how to wait, to control your emotion. It's very important. I'm well known with this statement. Status in the world is not defined by what work you do, but by how well you do it. It doesn't matter what you do, whatever you do, give it your all, and everybody around you shall benefit from it. And be givers in life. Don't wait for people to show you love. Give love first. And remember what Prophet said. That none of you is truly a believer until you wish for your brother what you wish for yourself. I wish you the best. The crew, everybody here, we wish ourselves the best and wish you the best too. God bless you. God bless you.